The defense intelligence of Ukraine carried out a complex maritime operation using Magura, Katran, and torpedo drones. The Times reported the operation. The attack took place during the night of September 21 but was publicly reported only in early October. Ferrata unit, which was tasked with destroying a Russian radar installed on a drilling platform to clear the way for other drones, executed the first phase of the operation. A pair of Katran X1 and X3 drones was used in the strike. They carried 9 FPV drones and 4 fixed-wing loitering munitions. Each Katran also carried additional weapons, underwater loitering munitions described as long-range, smart torpedoes, with an 80-kilogram warhead. The torpedoes were launched 50 kilometers from the drilling platforms. They closed to within 15 kilometers and switched to standby mode. The Katran drones then moved away and deployed a relay drone to maintain communication with the torpedoes. Maritime has previously reported on Ukraine's use of drone-launched torpedoes against Russian forces, though the specific torpedo and drone types remain unknown. One torpedo struck a platform support. When Russian Marines began moving across the deck, FPV drones were used. At the same time, loitering munitions launched from the Katran drones attacked and destroyed the radar system on the tower. According to the Times, the operation was led by the Black Sea Legion, a special detachment within the Ferrata unit of Ukraine's defense intelligence. The objective was to destroy Russian radar and electronic warfare systems stationed on offshore drilling platforms. These systems, integrated into Russia's broader surveillance network, had replaced shipborne radars previously used to monitor Ukrainian coastal activity. To maintain communication over long distances, the Katrans also released a drone-based signal relay. This allowed the remote control team to retain contact with the submerged drones until the attack sequence began. As reported by the Times, the first objective was to provoke a Russian aerial response. The Ukrainian team launched a decoy drone to draw the attention of 2 Russian fighter jets, a Su-27 and a Su-35, known to be on patrol at the time. While the jets diverted toward the decoy, the underwater drones activated. One struck the support structure of a gas platform, followed by a second detonation. In parallel, FPV drones targeted Russian personnel attempting to regroup on deck, and fixed-wing drones destroyed the platform's radar installation. The disabling of the radar network cleared the path for subsequent aerial drone operations, including a strike against the land-based Niboyu radar system in occupied Crimea, according to the Times. Following the platform assault, additional Ukrainian Magura sea drones exploited the breach to move along the Crimean coast. By morning, they had reached Novorossiysk, where they reportedly struck port infrastructure, including the Sheskery's oil terminal. 9. The commander of the Black Sea Legion told the Times the broader goal was to enable access to multiple high-value coastal targets, including ports in Novorossiysk, Crimea, and Tuapse. He described the operation as a successful sabotage mission and noted that preparations for follow-up strikes were already underway. The Times further notes that the Ferrata unit maintains a distributed control setup using foldable command stations, virtual reality headsets, and satellite uplinks. This approach allows operators to deploy from civilian locations with minimal infrastructure, a tactic intended to maintain mobility and resilience under threat.
Ukrainian aircraft struck a key route used by Russian infantry to enter the embattled city of Pokrovsk, following the release of footage by Russian troops that revealed their movements. Maritime reported. According to the Ukrainian aviation-linked Telegram channel, Sonyashnik, cited by Maritime, several precise and powerful airstrikes were carried out against the route. No one is going to just watch as enemy columns roll into our Pokrovsk. Together with our brothers from the ground forces, we conducted several targeted and powerful strikes. The channel's author wrote. A Russian military blogger known as Wayne Howell, who is affiliated with Russian troops, later confirmed the strike on the convoy. He said the attack occurred after Russian soldiers shared a video online showing how they were moving toward Pokrovsk along the same route. One person made a mistake by posting a video in a private chat where it shouldn't have been shared. Another leaked it publicly for views. The masses got a beautiful picture, and the next group paid the price under fire at the same spot. Howell wrote, the strike reportedly targeted the E50 highway south of Pokrovsk, a route Russian infantry units have been using with light vehicles to push into the city. Russian troops entering the city were reportedly killed or wounded in the follow-up attacks. In this case, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces have destroyed a concentration site for personnel of Russia's 51st Army in the village of Zatishok near Pokrovsk in Donetsk region, according to Army Inform. Army Inform reported that operators from the Special Operations Forces identified a building in Zatishok being used to concentrate units of the Russian 51st Army involved in the fighting for Pokrovsk and struck it with unmanned aerial vehicles. The target was hit at a moment when Russian troops were gathering inside the facility, and the strike was described as part of ongoing Ukrainian efforts to disrupt enemy offensive actions in the Pokrovsk sector. The outlet said the attack was carried out under combat conditions in the area of active hostilities and resulted in losses for the Russian personnel present at the site, with the exact number of casualties still being clarified. Army Inform added that the operation demonstrated the continued use of Special Operations Forces to locate and destroy enemy manpower concentrations in support of Ukrainian defensive operations around Pokrovsk. At the same time, it was reported that Ukrainian Special Operations Forces' use of reconnaissance and strike drone capabilities is increasing as part of frontline disruption efforts. According to Ukrainian's Minister of Digital Transformation, Mikhailo Fedorov, the UAV carriers serve a dual purpose, transporting FPV drones and acting as relay stations to maintain communication between operators and their drones. Once deployed from the carrier, FPV drones engage Russian electronic warfare systems, air defense units, command centers, and personnel at distances beyond their independent operational range. These UAV carriers are proving to be essential for frontline operations, allowing precise execution of missions while keeping operators at a safe distance. Fedorov stated. The UAV carrier was developed by a Ukrainian company participating in Brave 1 Autonomous Engineering R&D Ukraine, a defensive technology initiative. It is already in use on the front lines and has received positive feedback from military personnel. The integration of this system enhances the operational capabilities of FPV drones, enabling targeted strikes in contested areas. According to Fedorov, the development aligns with ongoing efforts to strengthen battlefield efficiency through innovative technology.